All right, Roger Martin here from Billings, Montana. Good day, and this is part of the program I purchased from Croix Saather, and very interesting program to say the least. I don't think instant manifestations will actually happen that quickly, but I would like them to. So I need to let go of that resistance, that doubt, and I need to work on it, and I need to see what I can do because it's so important to get the most out of your life and your time that you have. So here goes. This is a little part of his story. I was really impressed with the story that happened to him at 14 years of age. Here goes.
Improved focus and effectiveness, more motivation, become more valuable, greater resilience, more determination, better and more fulfilling relationships, clarity, a more adventurous life, and more inner peace and deeper self-love. Wow, I know that's a long list of benefits to expect. That is what this program will do. It's designed to have a cascade.
So it's fairly inexpensive to purchase this program, and there are more expensive programs from this price. But anyhow, let's see what happens to him and his story, and let's see if this helps me move forward.
Effect in all areas of your life. For example, if you lose weight and get healthy and fit, where else does that have an effect in your life? In addition to the obvious health benefits, you'll have more self-confidence, more self-worth, and more self-love. This will affect your relationships, your activities, and the direction of your life. You'll be more comfortable in a bathing suit, business clothes, going out to the gym, and even naked. Better health, focus, and confidence are correlated to more promotions, bonuses, clients, and that means more income. More income means more wealth. If you have always been in debt and behind on your bills, but then you re-engineer your life to be financially healthy, how will that affect your life? It will reduce your stress and give you more options in life. You'll no longer have to worry about having enough money at the end of the month. You'll sleep better, you'll have more confidence, and you won't be frustrated with always being behind on your bills and your dreams. And that will make you a better person, a better parent, a better spouse, and more successful. The purpose of this program is to give you a clear path with 7 success habits to live a life that you truly love and to empower you to become the person that you want to be. Each day is a different success habit. Simply listen to one audio training each day and apply the habit to your life. You'll be surprised at how much your life begins to change in just a week. Now, of course, your whole life isn't going to change in just 1 week, but in just a week, these 7 days, these 7 habits can change the direction of your life fundamentally, bringing you to a completely different place down the road. I'm going to tell you right now, these are not your typical habits of success. Typically, you'll find watered down, safe suggestions for a better life. The kind of stuff that makes a great soundbite, but doesn't actually help you all that much. These 7 habits of success will make a massive difference when you apply them because they deal with the core programming that controls 90% of your habits and behaviors. Change your habits and you change your life. When you reprogram the core processor, aka your subconscious mind, and you reprogram the problems, roadblocks, resistance, and bad habits, this is where your life will change. Have fun with these, but also take them very seriously because these will make a profound difference in your life. So let's get started on day 1 right now, so keep listening. Habit 1, Pura Vida, the way of life. This is not the first thing you'd expect for a success habit, but habit 1 is essential and will make most everything in your life better, easier, and far more rewarding. I learned this phrase when I was living in Costa Rica. It is a phrase they commonly use to describe their culture and lifestyle. Pura vida translates to pure life, but the meaning is much deeper and it embodies admiration for an object, person, or a situation. It is better translated into full of life or this is living. My slight variation to that is to live life being present and live in astonishment. The phrase pura vida originally comes from a Mexican movie in 1956 where a man goes through life with constant blunders and yet keeps a positive outlook on life. His luck turns around when he wins a $1,000,000 lottery and lives a life of pura vida. This is a key to a great life. No matter the situation, keep a positive outlook on life. When you live being present to what is happening, it is easy to be astonished with what is happening in life. Even when things are going south on you, there are great joys, lessons, and magic in the moment, even difficult moments. The problem for most people is that they focus on the problem and not the magic of the event, with the belief that everything will be better on the other side of the challenge. Of course, nobody wants pain and hardship of a problem.
Let's go back to this here. This is Croix Saather, and this is his instant manifestation secrets. Because I come from a different perspective, and we all do, I have an eternal perspective as well as an earthly perspective. But I believe the greatest blessings will come with obedience to ordinances and covenants and principles that Jesus Christ taught. And that's why it's so important to have faith and to have the priesthood keys and to have these ordinances done in the church and in the temples to help us move and progress in ways that nothing else can. So let's go back to his recording here. Keep an eternal perspective. That's my number one principle.
But it is the challenges of life that build your character and make you strong. If there is no resistance, a plane cannot take off. Without resistance, there's no way for you to fly. Find the glory and the beauty in a challenge and you will get through it quicker and your life will be far better after it. Here's something that I've discovered. Our problems and challenges happen to us to teach us a lesson.
I'm sure that's true, but we also need faith and humility, and we need Jesus Christ. We need the priesthood keys and power and authority and ordinances, as well as the gospel principles. So there's other things as well. This is only a part of a whole being, a whole picture, a whole person, an eternal person, an eternal being.
We can choose to grow from it or ignore it. When we ignore it, what happens? You repeat it. Until when? Until you learn the lesson and you stop repeating that mistake. Most people go through life in a blur, missing out on the very best things that life has to offer, only later to regret that they didn't enjoy the moment more. These are the very things that give life meaning and create magic memories. One time I was walking with a business friend and I paused to admire the incredible buildings in a city we were visiting. I said to him, "Look at this building. How do you think they built it that way?" He responded back to me sort of angry. "Does this matter?" He was a millionaire and a mentor, so I ignored my intuition for a while and I stopped pausing to admire the world. I got hyper serious about achieving and I achieved a lot, but I
Never ignore your impressions or your spirit or the light of truth or revelations. Always learn to listen to them and obey them. And never get so caught up in the things of the world that you forget about the things of eternity.
also missed out a lot on life. My mentor had nice cars, fancy suits, and a big house, but in time I realized that he was unhappy, unsatisfied, and his personal life was in turmoil. His wife and kids craved to be with him, but he was always in work mode. Sure, he was very wealthy, but sadly had little joy in his life. I have also known many people who live super happy lives, but they always struggle for money and to find their purpose in life. In time, I discovered that happiness and success are the blend of the two worlds, hustle and presence. If you want to be a millionaire, by all means, make that happen. But don't lose sight of the things that give life meaning and purpose. Especially, don't miss out on the incredible journey to get there.
I can see where he is coming from, but he doesn't have the same eternal perspective as I do. So add to whatever light and truth people will give you the blessings of eternity, the blessings of the restored gospel, blessings of the Church of Jesus Christ, of Latter-day Saints, and live those principles, live that gospel, and you'll be better off.
First kiss, a romantic dinner date with your spouse of 20 years, sitting on the floor and playing with your kids, admiring the astounding beauty of the world. The magic of life is often found in the everyday moments of life. As the saying goes, one day you'll realize that the little things weren't little things. Life can be mesmerizing and magical if you pause to see it. You don't have to be a broke hippie in a beat-up Volkswagen van with peace symbols hand-painted on it. It simply means pausing in the moment to admire what you are doing and what is happening. Even if that is work, live each day as if it's on borrowed time. Pura vida is the most important habit to live because you don't know when your time is up. So the reality is that every moment is vitally important. I learned this lesson through the hardest challenge of my life. I call it my rebirth day. June 7th is more important to me than my birthday in November. On June 7th,
What most people forget is that we existed a long time before we were born here on this earth, and we'll exist a long time after we die on this earth. And this is just part of a three-way segment. The segment that we existed a long time, who knows how long time, before we came to this earth and gained a body. And we will exist an extremely long time after our death. This is only part of a three-part act. Now let's get on to his 14-year-old accident that changed his life and perspective forever.
when I was just 14 years old, I was riding home on my bicycle. It was the afternoon when a drunk driver came barreling down the road on the wrong side of the road. She never saw me and she never hit her brakes as she plowed into me at full speed, crushing my bike below her big metal bumper. I bounced off the windshield and I was launched into the air. The police report said that my body flew 50 feet before crashing to the pavement. I was rushed to the trauma center in New York City. When my parents arrived, the doctors told them, "If your son survives the night, he will be a vegetable for the rest of his life." My mom and my dad cried and they prayed. They prayed for a miracle. I was in a coma for 4 days before I woke up in a hospital bed with my arms and legs in casts. I was in the hospital for 2 weeks and I was in physical rehabilitation for a year. Years later, eventually I fully healed, and I was gifted the miracle of being able to truly see how beautiful life is. I was given an uncommon perspective.
He went through a year of physical therapy. He wasn't expected to be mentally healthy and not even get out of coma and become a vegetable. But he did. The miracle happened. Glory be to God and his faith and prayers and power of his parents.
On what it means to be alive. Since then, I've learned to stop asking, why me? And now I ask, why not me? Why not me run across America? Why not me a best-selling author? Why not me traveling the world in a lifestyle business? Even when bad things happen, I ask, why not me? And then I ask, where's the miracle and the lesson in this? Eventually, I'd learned that the accident when I was 14 years old, hit by a drunk driver, would be one of the greatest gifts of my life because it's one of the most powerful lessons and stories that I share from the stage, that I can connect with people who have been through dramatic and traumatic events and show them that you can get past anything. You can rise above your circumstances and create a truly extraordinary life, doing truly extraordinary things. It took me a long time to learn that, but I learned the gift in there. So there's a gift in everything that happens in your life. You just need to look for it and find it. The accident also gave me the gift of that unique and rare perspective of how fragile and beautiful and amazing life truly is. I don't think I would appreciate my life as much if I had not had that event happen to me, to give me that unique perspective that we're always on borrowed time, because life
Life can be short, can be changed very quickly. let's get back to something else. I got to call my daughter. So again, paying attention to spirit, paying attention to your responsibilities, and acting on these things. So important. All right, let's continue this.
Can change literally in the snap of a finger. And so don't ask yourself, why me? Ask yourself, why not? Or ask yourself, what's the gift in this? And then create a truly extraordinary life from whatever happens to you. In my experience, the people who have the most difficult lives often are the people who have the most amazing lives as well, because they've learned to make that their stepping stone to greatness.
That's probably true. I want to get back to another thought here. Learn what your mission is on this earth, either through revelation or through patriarchal blessing, or through both, and then learn to fulfill that mission. Most of us have no idea that we have a mission to fulfill as it relates to Jesus Christ, as it relates to the restoration, as it relates to living.
Instead of letting life rush by, I prefer to find the magic in everyday moments. Instead of letting challenges knock me down, I look for the gift in what has happened. I was not born this way. It's a choice, and you can get better at this every day. In today's speed of life and endless numbers of distractions, this almost seems impossible, but this is one of the most powerful things you can master. The power to be present in the moment, to be present with the people you're talking with, to be present with your work, even to be present in your challenges, and most importantly, to be present with yourself. The benefits to all of this: it will reduce stress, bring calmness, and increase your satisfaction in life. It will dramatically affect your relationships with others because they will feel seen and heard. And it'll affect your relationship with yourself for the same reason. Your work relationships will be more rewarding. You will also find that there is more to be astonished about in life than ever before. It will be like your eyes were all of a sudden opened up, and it will make you more successful. And in the end, it makes you a lot more money. The greatest gift you can give someone is your gift of presence. The greatest gift you can give yourself is to live being present and living in astonishment as we go through this wild journey.
Christ says the greatest gift we can receive from him is the gift of eternal life. And eternal life is a lot more than just heaven or hell. That's another conversation for another time. But eternal life is having the life that God has and enjoying that life as God would enjoy it.
We call life.
All right, that's it. Don't forget about eternal life and the restoration.
Welcome to 7 Days to Success.
Okay.
This is Croix Saather, and I'm excited.
Got a loop here. I'm going to shut her off. There's so much more to all this stuff. So much more. Especially to the eternal principles and powers of godliness as it pertains to you and where you want to go for eternity, as well as what it pertains to for you and your relationship with Jesus Christ and your eternal growth and eternal power as a son and daughter of God, as a God, even, and a whole lot more. Good day. Don't forget the restored gospel, Joe Smith's Book of Mormon, and what Christ is currently planning to do and going to do in the near future. Good day.